To answer the big question which absolutely nobody has been asking, I have not uploaded a new video in weeks due to tunnel vision focused on escaping the depths of P12S Party Finder hell. Sometimes you just gotta go all in. After defeating the savage versions of P9, 10 and 11 fairly swiftly after release, the significant jump in difficulty of P12S, combined with decreased time on my hands to progress, saw my P12S journey span across a total of 9 weeks. Did I finally clear due to luck, or by mastering my own destiny? The core question which we'll be looking at in this video. Going to the depths of despair and back, I celebrated my eventual clear by immediately logging out and taking a week-long break from the game. Man, it felt good to do something else in life after that Party Finder grind. Staying true to my previous hypothesis on the Party Finder, the vast majority of the time progging was spent within my favourite Party Finder stage, populating those labelled as kill groups, though hot debate whether the focus of most was killing the boss or the players. P1 kill groups' favourite memes were focused on Paradigma 3 and Superchain 2A, with P2 kill groups somehow creating a barrier out of every mechanic possible after Classical 1. Though, to note, I was pleasantly surprised that upon reaching P2, future groups rarely had any unsurmountable issues with Phase 1. So, how did I eventually break through? Was it just blind luck? Did I just wait for my stars to align? Was I completely helpless to the whims of the Party Finder memes? No. And this is the point where I want the video to offer some constructive advice, rather than just blaming the Party Finder and those who frequent it, a rhetoric which I hear all too often, and one I've occasionally got into the trap of thinking myself. The real problem, I got lazy. Maybe also a little socially anxious, but mainly lazy. I failed to utilise the advice for beating the Party Finder that I'd previously lived by and given to others. I did this continuously for 8 weeks until I looked in the mirror and said enough is enough. Less than 1 week later, in fact 2 attempts later, I cleared. So, what is the magic formula? It starts with leading the way. Set up your own party. This is pivotal to taking control of your own situation and removing as much as the luck factor as possible. But understand, there is a huge difference between clicking a few buttons to set up a party and leading a party. Leading a party effectively, it's key to set the tone and expectations. And importantly, you need to be prepared to exit underperformers from the group. This is pivotal, as if you are not proactive with this, people will just leave, your group will crumble and you'll be back to square one, wasting another 2 hours of yours and other people in the group's time. It is important, however, to respect others and handle this with a bit of class. There is no need to flame people, chat shit to people, or generally be an arse to people. This will negatively impact the atmosphere for the rest of the group. With the correct setup before you start and the right tone, I find people making repeated mistakes will often even remove themselves. Or, if not, I'll just privately say, sorry dude, seems you're off your game right now, I'm going to draft someone else in to keep the party going. Better luck next time. Keeping things calm and polite maintains a good tone across the rest of the group carrying on. And the reality is, no one, and I mean no one, is impervious to mistakes. And whether it's tiredness or something else, a lot of players are very capable of progging successfully at other times, but are just having a bad day. A key reason why I don't start running around blacklisting players just because they fail mechanics. Setting the scene before though is key, and I do not find slapping "you'll be kicked after 2 fails" in the Party Finder really helps matters. It projects toxicity from the leader and tends to attract further toxicity to the group, dooming it to fail. My personal approach, once I have a full party, is that I will advise the following things. 1. The goal is to clear, or get to the prog point predetermined at the start of the group. And we will get there as long as consistent players stick with the group. 2. I, and only I will politely and privately ask players causing multiple wipes to excuse themselves. 3. Be chill if it's not your day. We all have off days, but that shouldn't prevent everyone else from clearing. 4. Be patient while we work out the kinks. In addition to the obvious, which is also confirming mechanic strategies before kicking off, I work on keeping the tone within the group positive. Little things. Interacting with people when they comment, accepting people's apologies for making a mistake, intervening if there's a disagreement on who made a mistake, and generally keeping things optimistic. It goes a long way, keeping a group together in my experience, which is absolutely pivotal. And there you have it. Does it guarantee that you'll one-shot the boss? Absolutely not. Party Finder will always bring an element of a luck to the table, given the lack of consistency in who you're playing with. But what I can guarantee is if you practice positively leading your own groups, the time it takes you to get your clear will decrease dramatically. Time for me to get back to making videos. All done. Like and subscribe to Clear P12S.